down. And we're going to start with just we're going to start with your knees bent and your feet flat. Nice long spinal position. Our arms are going to be long beside us. So we're going to take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, we're just going to lift up into a flat bridge today. So we're just going to lift the whole spine up, squeezing through the back of the legs, squeezing through the bottom. Inhale as we come back down. So exhale as we squeeze and lift, and then inhale as we come back down. So quite often we'll work on spinal articulation, which is important, but it's important to be able to keep the spine nice and strong and moving it all as a nice, strong, long position. Inhale as we come back down. Exhale as we scoop, squeeze and lift, and then inhale as we come back down. So thinking about pressing evenly through both feet, squeezing through the backs of the legs, squeezing the bottom. Inhale back down. So we've got 4 more here. Exhale, scoop, squeeze and lift, keeping that length through the lower back. Inhale as we come back down. Last 3. Inhale, coming back down. Last 2. Exhale as we squeeze and lift. Inhale, back down. Last 1. Exhale, squeeze and lift. And then inhale as we come back down. We're going to come into our pelvic curl next. So taking your breath in to prepare as you exhale, scooping in through the valley, tucking the tail under, slowly curling up into a bridge. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine, coming back down, bone by bone by bone. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as we scoop and lift, slowly curling back up into your bridge. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out, slowly coming back down, bone by bone. So we're going to keep rolling through here for just a little bit longer. I want you to be concentrating on pushing through your whole foot as you do these. So think about pressing through your heel, pushing through the ball of your foot, your little toe, and your big toe as well. And just being mindful that your knees are nice and level, hips are nice and level. And then we're getting that nice spinal articulation. So getting as much space between each vertebra as possible. Last 2 here. Exhale as we scoop and lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale as we lengthen and lower. Last 1. Exhale as we scoop and lift. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out, slowly coming back down. All right, we're just going to give our left knee a hug in. We're just going to get a little bit of a tilt through the pelvis. So hugging that left knee into your chest, keeping your right foot on the ground. We're going to go into some single leg bridges on that right side. So exhale as we slowly curl up, and then inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen and come back down. So activating through the back of the leg, squeezing through the abdominals, pressing through that whole foot, and then slowly coming back down. So you should feel a little bit of extra work into that right leg now. Slowly coming back down. Just being mindful that your hips stay nice and level, and then that knee doesn't start rolling out to the side or rolling inward, so it stays pointed up to the ground. We've got 2 more. Slowly curling up, and then lengthening back down. Last 1. Curling up, and then curling back down. Okay, we'll just place your left foot onto the ground, hugging your right knee into your chest, and we're just going to do our single leg bridges on the left hand side. So inhale, prepare. Exhale as we scoop and lift. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine, slowly coming back down. Exhale as we scoop and lift, keeping that right knee hugged in, and then lengthening out through the spine as we come back down. Getting that nice warming up into your left leg. Again, focusing on making sure that you're keeping those hip bones nice and level. Making sure that that knee isn't rolling in or out. So keeping it nice and stable, pushing through the whole foot. We've got our last 3 here. Last 2. And last 1. Curling up, and then slowly coming back down. From here, we're just going to take our arms out into an aeroplane position or out into a T. We're going to keep our right leg in table. We're going to float our left leg up to join. So we're going into spine stretch supine. So we're going to keep our knees and our ankles tight. We're going to inhale and gently let both knees tip over to the left-hand side, getting that stretch through the spine. Keeping your back ribs connected, and then exhale as we zip up through the middle. Coming back to center, and then inhale as we gently float our legs over to the right-hand side, getting that nice stretch through the spine. Exhale as we scoop and slowly come back through to center. Inhale back to the left. So you want to make sure we are getting that rotation through the spine, but we want to make sure that we keep all our back ribs connected. We're not overextending through that low back. Back through to center. Back over to the right-hand side. And then exhale as we scoop and come back to center. Okay, this time when we go to the left, we're going to hold when we get to our tilted position. We're going to straighten out our right leg. We're going to scoop in through the middle, come back to center, bend that right knee, and then we're going to go over to the right-hand side. So this time we're going to stretch out our left leg, keeping the knees tight. We're going to scoop in through the middle, back to center, and then bend that left knee back down. One more each side. So we're just getting a little bit of oblique work. So straightening out our right leg, back to center, and then bend our right knee back in. So last one, over to the right, straightening out our left leg, zipping up and coming back to center, and then bending that left knee down. Alrighty, we're going to keep our legs in table. We're just going to bring our hands behind our head with our elbows nice and wide. We're going to take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to scoop and lift into our chest lift, and inhale as we lengthen and come back down. So exhale as we scoop and lift. Inhale as we come back down. So with this exercise, I want you to make sure that you're nice and wide through your collarbones. We're scooping in through the middle. We're making sure that we're not sticking our chin out. So you want to keep that nice C-shaped curve through the spine, hands into head, head into hands. We've got 3 more. Then we're going to hold our chest lifted position. Last 2. Last 1. Coming back down. We're going to go for 1 more, but we're going to hold it up this time. So we're going to keep our chest lifted position, and we're just slowly going to float our right leg down to tip the mat. Exhale as we scoop and bring it back up. Then the other side, left foot down to tap and float it back up. So we're just getting that nice warming up through the middle. So I want you to focus on making sure you're keeping that neutral spine position. So little butterflies trapped onto your lower back. Not allowed to fly away, not allowed to get squished. Slowly swapping sides. So as you take the foot down, I want you to concentrate on making sure that there's no shifting. The only thing that should move is that leg as it slowly goes down. We've got 2 more each side. Inhale as we tip, exhale as we scoot. Last one. And then the last one on the left side. All right, we can just bring those knees into chest. We're just going to lower those feet back down. And we're going to keep the knees and feet together. We're going to take our hands back behind our head. We're going to go into a couple more chest lifts. So we're going to keep a neutral spine position. We're going to exhale, we're going to scoop and lift. From here, we're just going to do a little pelvic tilt. So we're just going to gently scoop in through those abdominals, flattening them out. We're just going to release and then lower the chest back down. So scooping in and lift, gently tilting the pelvis towards you, flattening into the mat, releasing back to neutral, and then coming back down. So scooping in and lift, keeping neutral, gently tilting into the mat, gently release, and then come back down. We've got our last 3. Scooping and lifting, gently tilting, releasing back to neutral, then coming back down. Last one, keeping the neutral as we scoop, gently flattening, coming back to neutral, then coming back down. All right, I'm a bad counter, but I think this is the last one. Gently flattening, releasing, and then slowly coming back down. Alrighty. We're going to float those legs back into tabletop from here. So one leg up, and then the other leg will come up to join. We're going to take our arms up overhead. We'll take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to scoop and lift, coming up into our 100 prep. And then inhale as we lengthen out and come back down. Exhale as we reach the arms forward, scoop and lift. And then inhale as we lengthen out and come back down. We've got 3 more. Exhale, scoop and lift. Inhale, come back down. Tummy should be warming up. Exhale, scoop and lift, reaching those arms forward. Inhale as we come back down. Alrighty, last one. Coming up, we're just gonna hold. Just get a little bit higher, stretch those arms forward. And then we're gonna slowly come back down. Keeping those arms stretched out overhead. We're gonna stretch our legs out long. We're gonna come into the rollover. So we're gonna inhale, lifting up the arms and chest. Exhale as we scoop and lift. We're gonna stretch forward over the toes. We're gonna slowly restack the spine. We're gonna scoop in through the belly, lengthening out through the spine and slowly come back down. Taking the arms back overhead. Inhale, lift the arms. Lift the chest. Exhale, scoop. We're gonna draw those abdominals in as we reach the arms forward over the feet, stretching out through the backs of the leg and the spine. Inhale as we slowly restack. Exhale as we scoop and lengthen, curling back down. We've got 2 more. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Exhale, scoop and lift. Scooping in, stretching over the feet. Inhale, slowly restack. Last one. Scooping in, lengthening through the spine. Taking the arms up overhead. Inhale as we lift, coming back up. Scooping in, stretching forward over the legs. Restacking the spine. All right. From here, we're going to curl down. We're going to go into a half hold. So we're going to scoop in. We're going to curl down, keeping the arms reaching forward just to our lower back connects to the mat. And from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly lift up our right leg and lower it back down. So we're going to be here for 4. We've got 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to scoop in through the belly, come back up, stretch back forward over the feet. We're going to inhale, we're slowly going to stack back up. And we're going to do the other side. So exhale as we scoop and stretch. Just till our lower back connects with the mat. And this time we're going to bring up our left leg. So we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering that left leg down. Scooping in through the belly. And then stretching over the legs. All right, inhale as we restack the spine. So we're going to curl down again into our half hold. So keep those legs nice and active, planting them into the mat. Lower back connects. We've got overhead arms this time. So we're going to inhale overhead, exhale, arms come back down. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come back down, scoop, and come back forward. Stretching it out through the hamstrings, through the spine. Slowly restack. All right, we've got our last one here. So we're going to curl down into our half hold. We're going to stretch our arms up to the sky, and this time we've got little chest lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretching those arms forward, stretching over the legs, and we can just hang there for a second, just getting that breath back. All right. So we're just going to curl all the way down this time. We're going to, I like to sit up with my hands on top of my hips, just so feedback as to where they are. But we're just going to plant out, keep our left leg nice and strong. It's going to be flat into the mat. Hips are anchored. We're just going to stretch our right leg up to the sky. And we've got our single leg circles on this side. So we're going to go across the body, down and around, across, down and around. So keeping scooped in through the middle. We're going to focus on keeping that leg that's on the mat. So the left leg's going to be nice and strong, keeping nice and stable. We've got 3 more, 2 more, and last one. And we're just going to reverse that direction. So the leg goes away from the body, across and up. We've got our last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just bringing that knee into the chest. Just having a breather there for a second. From here, what we're going to do is we're just going to go into the hamstring pull. So we're just going to come into the C-shaped curve through the spine. We're going to bring that, have our legs scissored, right leg up to the sky. We're doing a double pulse with the top leg. So 1, 2, and then swap. 1, 2, and swap. 1, 2, and swap. So the bottom leg is going to be anchored and the top leg's up for a double pulse. So we've got 3 more each side. Last 2. And last 1. From here, we're just going to lower that right leg down. We're going to keep our left leg up to the sky. And we've got our single leg circles on our left side. So we're going to go across the body, out and around. Across, out and around. We've got 5 more. Last 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. And we're just going to take that leg in the opposite direction now. So keeping scooped in through the middle. That right leg is anchored to the mat. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Just bringing that. We're coming up into this hamstring pull for the second time. So double pulse with the top leg. So 1, 2, and change. 1, 2. 1, 2. We've got 5 more. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Just bringing those knees into the chest. We're just going to slowly rock ourselves up. And we're going to get ready for roll like a ball. All right, so we're just going to set up. We're going to have our feet together, our knees together, and our hands are just going to be on top of our shins. We're going to be lengthened through the back of the spine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to slowly take those feet up. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly roll back onto your shoulders, and exhale as we scoop. Come back up into our balanced position. Inhale, roll back. Exhale as we balance. Inhale, exhale, and scoop. So making sure that you're keeping that nice C-shaped curve through the spine, making sure that your shoulders aren't creeping up towards your ears, and keeping those abdominals scooped in to make sure that we're keeping that nice control position. We're here for 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. And just relaxing down there for a moment. All right. We're going to slowly come back down to our supine position. We're just going to float our legs up into tabletop. So one leg up and then the other. We're going to bring our hands on top of our shins, slowly lifting up into our chest lifts, and we've got the double leg stretch. So we're going to inhale as we stretch out our legs and our arms, and then exhale as we wrap our arms around, tucking the knees back into chest. So inhale, stretch. Exhale, scoop. So the lower you take your legs with this one here, the more work you'll get into those abdominals. We've got our last 5. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, scoop. Last 4. 3. 2. And last 1. Just lowering those feet to the mat. Arms are going to be long beside you, and we're going into the pelvic curl. Taking a breath in to prepare. Exhale, scooping in through the middle, tucking the tail under, slowly curling up. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine and slowly come back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale as we scoop. So just getting our breath back, and just slowly stretching out through the front of the hips as we come up into our bridge, and lengthening out through the spine as we come back down. We've got 3 more here. exhale as we scoop and lift. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine, slowly coming back down. Last two. Curling, lengthening, and lifting. Inhaling at the top, and then exhale as you slowly come back down. Last one. Inhale at the top, and then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine and slowly come back down. Okay, we're going to go into the single leg stretch from here. So we're going to bring our left knee into the chest. We're going to stretch out our right leg. And then from here, we're just going to swap sides. So we're going to keep that nicely shaped curve through the spine. And we're just going to be kept scooped in through the middle, just swapping sides. As you stretch the leg out, I want you to keep that leg very active and try and hit the same spot each time as you stretch it out. We're here for 5 more each side. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. So we're going to keep the left knee into the chest. We're just going to slowly lower that right leg and then bring it back up. Lower the leg and then bring it back up. Keeping scooped in through the middle. We've got 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. We're going to keep that right leg lifted. We're slowly going to roll up. We're going to lower the right leg up. We've got 5 lifts. So we're going to lift and then lower. Keeping up nice and tall. Warming up through those hips. We've got 2 more. Last 1. And then we're just slowly going to roll back down. We're going to switch to the other side. And we're going to do our lowers on the left-hand side. So we're going to lower and then lift. Lower and lift. We've got 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Slowly rolling up, keeping that left leg long. We're going to lower that left leg down. We've got 5 lifts on the left side. So scoop and lift, slowly back down. 4. Last 3. 2. And 1. And we're just slowly going to curl back down. We're going to take our hands behind our head and we're going to go into the crisscross. So we're going to cross over, stretching our right leg out, twisting to the left, and then we're going to swap sides. So keeping that scoop in through the middle. I want you to think about bringing opposite rib to hip. And with the leg that stretches out, I want you to think about pointing it towards the same spot each time. We've got 5 more each side. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. So we're going to keep that cross and we're just going to lower our right leg and lift for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bringing that right leg up. We're going to just swap to the other side and we've got our lift and lowers on the left side. So lower and lift for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Coming back to center, we're just going to lower your feet onto the mat. Arms are going to go along beside us and we're just going to go for a couple of pelvic curls. So breath in to prepare. Exhale as we scoop and tuck that tail under, curling up into the bridge. Inhale at the top. And then exhale as we lengthen out through the spine, slowly coming back down. Getting as much length as possible through the spine. Squeezing through the backs of the legs. Squeezing through the bottom. Keeping the hip bones nice and level. We've got 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. All right. So we're going to curl up 1 more time. We're just going to hold our pelvic curl in our bridge position. We're just going to float our left leg up and lower back down. So we're here for 10. Keeping those hip bones nice and level. We're halfway there. So we've got 5 more. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Placing that left leg onto the mat without anything shifting. We're slowly going to float up that right leg. We're slowly going to take it down to tap and then bring it back up. So keeping those hip bones nice and level, making sure there's no rotation through those hips. Keeping that length through the lower back. We've got 5 more. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Placing that foot onto the ground, lengthening out through the spine. Just giving those knees a hug in for a kick. All right. So from here, we're just going to come up into a seated position. We're going to have our legs out long. Our feet are going to be just over the corners of your mat. Ankles are going to be flexed. We're going to stretch the arms out in front. We take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, chin to chest. And then we're just going to slowly curl down through the spine, stretching out past the legs. We're going to inhale as we restack the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, curling down through the spine, scooping in through those abdominals to pull yourself past your feet, flexing those ankles. And we're going to inhale as we slowly restack the spine. And again, exhale as we dive forward, scooping in, stretching past those feet. Then inhale as we slowly restack. Alrighty, last one. Exhale, diving forward, using those abdominals to pull yourself forward. Then inhale as we slowly restack. So we're just going to add in a little bit of extension here. So we're going to exhale as we dive forward. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen out through the spine. We're going to bring our arms up to meet. We're going to slowly lower them down. We're here for a round of 10. So we're going to slowly stretch the arms up and lower down. 9, keeping that length through the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to dive back forward. Just enjoying that stretch. You can hold on to your feet just to give you a little bit of extra pull there. And then we're going to slowly restack the spine back up. All right, we're going to come into a side lie position next. So we're going to stretch the arm out underneath us. We're going to keep our hips stacked, our shoulders stacked, and you can use that left hand just in front of you to stabilize you. We're going to keep our legs pointed, our feet pointed, sorry. And we want to keep that weight lift underneath our waist. From here, we're going into some double leg lifts. So we're going to inhale, prepare. As you exhale, we're going to stretch those legs up. And then inhale as they slowly come back down. Inhale as you stretch and lift. Inhale as they come back down. So what you're looking for here is we want to make sure that you're not crunching through the waist, but think more like someone's pulling your legs away from you. We've got 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. All right. So just for added, to add a little bit more balance into this exercise, you can stretch your top arm up to the sky, and we're going to do the same exercise. So we're going to be stretching those legs away and then slowly coming back down. So your feet and ankles will be together. And just having that arm up there just adds that little bit more work into the your side body. We've got 4 more, 3 more, last 2, and last 1. Just bringing that arm back down. All right. We're going to come into a side plank. So we're going to keep our forearm, we're going to be in a forearm side plank, sorry. So where we're going to go from here, so we're going to start, we're going to come up into our side plank. So pressing through that forearm, I'm going to stretch that top arm up to the sky. We're going to stretch your top arm up and over, looking up to the sky, lifting up the waist. We're going to come back down to your T position, and we're going to slowly bend the knees and come back down. So we're going to come back up to our side plank into your T. We're going to lift the hips up, stretching up and over, looking up at the sky. Back to your side plank position in your T, and then slowly come back down. We've got 3 more. Up to your side plank in your T. Stretch the top arm up and over, looking up at the sky. Back to your side plank, and then bending the knees and come back down. Last 2. Up to your T. Up and over, looking up at the sky, getting that nice lift through the waist. Back to your T, and then back down. I'm literally the worst timer, but I mean counter. I think this is the last one. So we'll come back into our T for the last time. Stretching all the way up and over, looking up to the sky. Back to your T position. And then from here, we're going to come into front support. So we're going to stay in a plank, but we're going to be on our forearms. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to just stretch out your right foot. And then we're going to do, we've got single leg lift. So we're going to lift that leg up for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bringing that leg back down. We're just going to hold here for a count of 10. Of my 10, which isn't very good. But we're just going to make sure that your hips aren't sticking up in the air or dropping down, so keeping that length through the spine. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're just going to stretch those hips back, arms out in front. I'm going to slowly restack the spine. And then we're just going to do that side series on the other side. Okay, so setting up on the other side, we're going to have our legs stretched out long. Our bottom arm will be underneath us. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked, and you can use that hand in front, just for some, to help stabilize you. From here, what we're going to do is we're just going to stretch those legs away. We're going to slowly bring them back down. So keeping your ankles and big toes glued together, keeping the hips stacked and the tummies on. So you want to keep that nice long waist, making sure we're not crunching through the middle. We've got 3 to go. Exhale as we stretch away. Inhale as we come back down. Last 2. And last 1. Lowering those legs back down. You've got the option for our second round to stretch those your top arm up to the sky. And then we're going to come for our second round. So just to add that little bit of balance in, we're going to stretch those legs away and then slowly come back down. Keeping the waist lifted. And imagine like someone's pulling your legs away from you. So keeping the tummy on. Keeping those hips stacked. We've got 3 more. Exhale as we stretch. Inhale back down. Last 2. And last 1. Coming back down. We're going into our side plank on the other side. So we're going to set up with our forearm. We're going to stretch. Start with the knees just slightly bent. You can have your feet stacked or crossed over. We're going to come into our T position, stretching that arm up to the sky. We're going to stretch our hips up, looking up to the sky, stretching that top arm up and over. We're going to come back to our T and slowly bend the knees and come back down. Straight back up to a T. Stretch the top arm up and over, looking up to the sky. Back to our T position and bend the knees and slowly come back down. We've got 3 more. Back to your T. Stretching those hips up, looking up to the sky, getting that nice lift through the waist. Back to your T position and then bend the knees and come back down. Last 2. Up to your T. Stretching that top arm up and over, looking up to the sky and getting that lift through the waist. back to your T position, and then bring the knees back down. Last one, into your T, stretching up and over, looking up to the sky, back to your T, and then back to your side plank. So we're going to come back here. We're going to go into our front support position again in your forearms. So we're just going to stretch those legs out. This time we're going to stretch our left leg out, and we've got single leg lifts on that left side. So we're going to stretch the left leg up and then slowly bring it back down. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And just bring that left leg down to meet. We're just going to hold that plank position just for a count of 10. So you're going to keep that length through the spine, making sure that your butt's not in the air or we're not sagging through the back. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just take those knees out nice and wide. Stretch those arms out in front. And just taking a couple of nice deep breaths. All right. So we're just going to set up onto our tummy. We're just going to go for a couple of extensions through the spine. So you're just going to have your hips anchored to the mat. Forearms are going to be beside us. And the spine is going to be nice and long. So we're going to inhale as we slowly start articulating through the spine, lifting up through the chest, looking straight ahead, and then exhale as we slowly come back down. So keeping those legs anchored to the mat, lifting through the tummy. Inhale as we slowly lifting up through the chest, and then exhale as we slowly come back down. All right, we've got 2 more here. So inhale as we lengthen through the spine, slowly lifting up through the chest, shoulder blades gliding down the back. Exhale as we slowly lower. Last one. Inhale as we slowly lift, lengthening through the spine. And then exhale as we slowly come back down. All right, we're just going to take those arms overhead. We're going to lengthen our legs out long. We're slowly going to lift our chest, keeping our eye level just at the ground. And we're going to go into some slow swimming. So we're going to slowly stretch our left leg, right arm, slowly lowering down. And then we're going to do left arm, right leg. Slowly lower back down, alternating sides. So what you're looking for here is we want to make sure that your hips aren't rotating. And it's like someone's pulling your leg and your arm away from each other. We've got 2 more each side. And the last one. Lowering your hands back down. We're just going to push back into our child's pose. Stretching those hips back, arms out in front. All right, we're just going to finish with a little bit more front support. So we're going to set up in our 4-point position. So with our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. From here, we're going to stretch out your right leg. And then we're going to stretch out your left leg. So we're going to be in a nice long spinal position. From here, what we're going to do is we're just slowly going to bring your right knee into your right elbow. Slowly stretch that leg back. And then we're just going to do the left side. And take it back. So we're going to do 4 more each side. Scooping in through the middle. Keeping that same spinal position. So the only thing that is shifting is the leg as you bring it in. All right, we're nearly there. We've got 2 more each side. Bring that knee in and then slowly stretch it back out. Last one each side. And then last one on the left side. We're just going to hold this plank. We've just got 15 more seconds. So keeping nice and strong through the tummy, nice and long through the spine, pushing through your armpits, Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just lowering those knees down, big toes together, stretching the arms out in front, taking some nice deep breaths. We're just going to slowly restack the spine from there. And then we are done.